So you want to scale your e-commerce brand, whether it's clothing, lifestyle products, anything you can think of. You're running it right now and you're plateaued around 10 to 15K per month. That is a common problem within any e-com brand. Every founder goes through this problem. And the way I'm going to actually educate you on how to break past this is a very simple one. And once you understand it as a concept and implement it yourself, or get someone else to implement it for you, you will understand how content is the best lever you can pull within your e-com brand. And what I want to talk about today is lifestyle marketing. I'm not talking about posing in front of a Lamborghini saying you own it in Miami, whereas when it's actually a rental selling a course. I'm not talking about that type of lifestyle marketing. I'm talking about building a lifestyle as a brand and then fitting your product into the gaps. So what you could see, and you'll see all the premium brands doing it now, they create cinematic content, long form, short form, documenting and putting together set pieces and postcards almost of someone living the life that their consumer wants to live, and then putting the product in the frame as well. So it's not directly marketing the product, it's marketing the life, the person that your consumer wants to be with the product in the same frame, and then you let the viewer make that connection themselves. Let's take an example. Imagine a paddleball court in Lake Como, and you have some actors and actresses playing paddleball. In the background, you have maybe one of your knits, or if you sell paddles, one of your paddles, they're using your paddles. You have the clothing on display as a side piece, right? So when you want to scale a clothing brand, build a set and a lifestyle around who wears your clothes, right? Are you a hiking brand? So a good shot would be maybe your puffer jacket draped over a tent, or a pull-out chair with a mountain next to it. You're in the forest, because that's the type of customer you actually serve. Or you're making loafers, tailored trousers, quarter zips, right? Have your sets be in places where the people who want to wear those clothes want to be or are already. All right, it's almost aspirational marketing. You want your customer to aspire to be the person that wears your clothes and uses your product. So if you sell quarter zips, don't have the set be the lowest floor at a banking firm. Have it be the vice president's office. All right, have it be a location out of reach just, or somewhere high class and full of taste. Somewhere just out of reach for your consumer. But when they bridge the gap, they see, well, this is a well shot, well thought out, cinematic video. Whether or not it's a launch announcement, a drop video, a sale, an offer video, anything. As long as you just have the audience make the correlation themselves as to how your product is what the people in their dream life wear and use on a day-to-day basis, is when you will become the best at organic marketing. This works for paid marketing as well. If I could show you in real time what our clients' ad accounts are doing, you would be amazed. Purely just off of this lifestyle take, this shooting style. I saw it just recently with another brand. They ran sporty golf clothes almost, and outdoor, like high class fitness clothes. And again, I'd take that example of the paddleball court, they had shots like that where people are playing paddle and the clothes, the jumper, is draped over the net. So it's really simple. You can easily market it that way. And then you can do a carousel on Instagram, walking people through the journey, the life. You see companies like Nude Project, also masters at storytelling, but also they do a lot of behind the scenes. And that's the best way you can actually build a brand. Create a lifestyle. If you've made an ecom brand, you have an ideal customer profile, someone who would actually buy your product, or you have multiple of them. Our clients have like 20 minimum, variations upon variations, as you do with your meta ads. You have a concept, a variation of that concept, and then multiple variations off of the winning concepts, etc., etc. I don't need to explain how meta ads work to you right now. So you build an ecosystem off of your ideal customer and their aspirations, not where they are now, their aspirations, their dream life. And you put your product in those set pieces, showing your ideal customer what their life will look like, in theory, when they buy your product. The type of person who wears your product, the type of person that uses your product on a day-to-day basis. That's who your consumer wants to be. So how can you market that? And it differs with every single brand. Everyone has a different ideal customer profile. And that's the best part. You can create completely unique, cinematic lifestyle content towards your ideal customer, and no one else can compete with you because you are taking up such a good niche corner of the market that no one else has access to yet, because they are not doing the same thing as you. They are not creating the same type and quality of content. You don't need to be consistent with this type of content. That's the amazing thing. You just have to be good. You have to put out great quality work. And this is when it comes to hiring videographers and cinematographers and set designers, actors. This is when you actually step up. And this is when you will scale to the moon. Every single ecom brand I've ever worked with, once they implemented this in their organic and paid marketing, they easily were doing 30K months minimum in such a short amount of time. Think of all the work you put into starting an ecom brand. Designing products, finding suppliers, shipping, packaging, all of it. Marketing is such an important component of that. And how you package your experience, how you package the product as an experience itself and sell the lifestyle is such an important part. So in such a short amount of time, compared to actually building the brand itself, this is such an easy thing to do, purely off of the time comparison. So think about where you want to be in the next 6 months with your ecom brand, clothing, fitness, whatever your niche is. This video is going to solve that problem, I guarantee it. Because we have ecom brands that we work with as clients, one-on-one, hands-on, and 30K a month is a bad month for all of them. So the one thing I want to say to you want to scale past 10, 15, 20. Build a lifestyle around your ideal customer profile and their goals and aspirations. Fit your product into those cinematic set pieces and let the viewer make the connection in the first frame. From there, you have built a premium brand that cannot be replaced, that no one else will compete with you on, because you are simply eons ahead when it comes to your content and packaging. It's extremely simple. And then from there, you can split it off. I'm sure every ecom brand I talk to, they have a personal brand as well. And that can carry so much of the acquisition when it comes to customers. So on your personal brand as well, this is another golden tip. Document everything. From the very conception of the idea of a brand, document it. Show the process. Show what it's like to actually build one of the most premium e-commerce brands the world has ever seen. And let people experience your world as you see it. Show the behind the scenes of the luxury lifestyle sets. All of it. So not only will you appeal to a wide audience with aesthetic, luxury, ideal customer profile content, building a world and lore around your product. That's one half. That's on the branded side. But then you have the personal brand side. And that's where you show the behind the scenes and you actually build a legacy. So it's very simple. Put those two together and you are unstoppable, I guarantee it. If you want to argue me, book a call. Very simple. There's a Calendly link in the description. You can apply to work with me and my team to scale your ecom brand, or book a call, and in the description, when you book the call, tell me you want to argue me on this. I look forward to speaking to you.